in my house, a melody, me and you. Hi everyone. So today I have my friend and incredible musician Guy Pernetti joining me for my podcast. And Guy is known all over the place. He's a local legend, kind of, you know, and he's known for his beautiful guitar work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I think the first question I love to ask people is, are you a Kentite? Are you originally from Kent?
No, I'm not. I was born in Akron, 1947, in January of 1947.
Well, Akron's good too.
Yeah, well, used to be Portage County, you know, until Simon Perkins stepped in there.
Yeah.
But I was born in Akron, and then we lived there until 1950, and then my family moved to New Jersey, and then to New York, and then my folks got divorced in 55, and so then we moved to Florida, and then Texas.
Oh, wow, you're all over the place.
Yeah, and basically I grew up in Texas in spite of all those other earlier moves, but before I went to junior high school, I was in 11 different schools in 5 different states.
Wow.
Then I split to junior high school, which is middle school up here, and I went in the 8th grade and 9th grade to the same school, and then I went to the last 3 years of high school.
So when you were in high school is when you came to Akron, or?
No. I did that in Texas. And then I came to Kent after I got out of the Navy in 1970.
Okay.
So my plan was
So you were here the year of turmoil as well, like Mike Steve.
May 4th was my first day in Kent.
Oh my God.
Now, I told you I grew up in Dallas. I was there that day too.
Wow.
I was around the corner from the street where the presidential cavalcade turned in to go towards the school book depository and make that sharp left turn to go down to the underpass where the shots were fired from the upper floor of the depository.
Wow.
So I was around the corner. My buddy and I and our girlfriends were there. We didn't even know what happened until we got back to high school. And I was in the 10th grade at the time. And
okay.
If Mommy wrote you a note, you could go see the president. You know, so Mommy wrote us all notes, and we went down there. So we saw Kennedy go by, and then we saw, you know, the vice presidential car go by. And I waved at the driver because he was my next door neighbor. And he was a Secret Service agent.
Wow.
And Bob Lilly was my next door neighbor on the other side from the Cowboys. So, and also, my parents were friends with Abe Zapruder, who took the films, because Mom and Dad used to do ballroom dancing.
Oh.
My mother was a musician, and I used to go with her to her gigs, some of which were
good. So this is what I want to find out.
Okay.
Is how you got your start doing music. How old were you?
Well, I was born a musician. It's like your family, Marilyn. Everybody has the musical gene.
Yeah.
Everybody plays by ear. Everybody picks up whatever instrument they choose, and they get good on it right away.
And what was the first instrument you picked up?
Guitar.
Okay.
So I got my first guitar in 1955. And, you know, I was playing Hot Cross Buns and the first 6 bars of Claire de Lune, and that was it, you know. And, but my mom, she was a coloratura soprano. And she used to do a lot of television, a lot of radio. I used to accompany her when she'd sing on the Perry Como show.
Wow.
Or the Arthur Godfrey show. I remember one time riding up the elevator to the studios, and there was this new singer on there, this young kid. His name was Tony Bennett.
Oh my God.
And
that's incredible.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I went with my mom and dad. She was going to do a thing on NBC, and it was a special. It was a primetime special, and it was with the NBC Symphony Orchestra. and Arturo Toscanini was the conductor. So we went, my parents and I went to Arturo Toscanini's house on the Palisades, his big old mansion, you know. And we walk into the atrium there and then into his den. And there was a statue of him, like a bust, you know, bronze bust, with his curly hair and everything. And my dad's best friend was a faculty guy at one of the universities in New Jersey. I'll think of it in a second, where Einstein was the faculty. So Einstein's office was down the hall.
Oh my God.
And when my dad would go visit him, I would see Albert Einstein, you know, walking distantly. So here I am in Arturo Toscanini's house, and I see this bust, and I'm like 8 years old, you know. And I said to him, "Oh, look, that's Albert Einstein." And his wife goes, "Oh no, honey, that's my husband." You know. So, and in spite of being that close, I never did get to meet the guy, because then somebody comes in and bids my mom go into the next room, and they start rehearsing.
And so your dad, what was your dad? How was your dad in the scene in your beginnings?
Well, because he married my mom. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. But where's the rum? You know? But his family was also musical, and all the women in his family were really well educated. During World War I, they went over to Italy to, you know, attend university, and I was reading the postcards. They couldn't get back because of the U-boats. You know, they were afraid they'd be torpedoed.
Wow.
So my dad was part of the, you know, elite New York scene, and because of that, my mom would be involved in these events all the time, and he would go with her all the time, you know, accompany her as her escort.
Right.
So that's how he was involved, you know. So my dad bought me a guitar and hired the guy there to give me guitar lessons.
That was a good distraction from being in a horrible place.
Yes, it was. However, the guy didn't really conscientiously, you know, do the lessons. So I'd get maybe a lesson a month. My dad's paying him for twice a week, you know.
Oh, God.
So I didn't really get much headway there. And then when that year was over and we moved away, my grandma had a 4-string tenor Mexican guitar. And so
is that those big things, the things with the big bodies?
No. It was a tenor guitar. It's basically a ukulele, but maybe 2 or 3 times the size, you know.
Okay.
But still small body compared to what you and I play.
Right.
And so I started messing around with that in my bedroom, and then the first song I learned and I taught myself was Malagueña. You know, and at the time that was the most popular song in the world.
Sure.
Everybody played it, you know.
Yeah.
So then I started doing that, and my uncle, who was also a musician, he was a dentist by trade, a surgeon, but a really excellent guitar player, and he said, "You need a real guitar." So he gave me my first 6-string guitar, and it was a handmade German guitar from the Black Forest by a violin maker called Baltari. And it was made just like a violin. Maple back and sides, spruce top, and who knows how old that spruce was, because this guitar was made.
And what happened to that guitar, do you know?
Well, when I was in the Navy, I had just finished my schooling and my training. I had gone to oceanography specialty school and all that stuff, and I was home on leave. I was getting ready to be stationed overseas. So I take my sea bag and my guitar, and I put them on the back of the car, getting ready to load them in the trunk. Well, I'm Italian, and there's such a thing as an Italian goodbye, and it usually takes, at the minimum, 20 minutes. So we're all sitting there, you know, goodbye, I love you, be safe, you know. And then we get in the car, and I totally forget, you know, my guitar and my sea bag is over there. And I back out, and all of a sudden I hear this crunch. So I get out, and my guitar is like spread like a peanut butter sandwich all over the driveway. Sea bag made it through, but the guitar, you know, was crushed. I looked
the
at
same
it.
thing happened to my brother Tim. He backed over one of his guitars too.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Did he cry too?
He probably did. I don't know if I was around when it happened, but
Oh God, I was devastated.
Oh,
And here
man.
I'm going overseas, and where I was going, there was no radio, no TV,
That was
let
your
alone a
lifeline,
music store.
right?
Yeah, there was nothing. It was all isolated duty. It was naval intelligence. It was about Soviet submarines and stuff.
wow.
And I got in the program. Excuse me. Because I'm a musician and I play
Right.
by ear.
Right.
Well, because you can play by ear too.
Well,
we can
sometimes.
distinguish pitches. We can hear the parts in our head.
Yeah.
So when
I can't translate like you can, though.
Well.
I mean, I have to hunt and peck, but
Well, I do that too.
Yeah.
I just gloss over my mistakes. But they give you this battery of tests, and one of them is a Doppler test,
oh wow.
and that's pitch discrimination. And so they give you audio recordings of sonar pings. That's what they call a ping.
Right.
And it sounds something like this. And it goes across, We used to talk to the dolphins with our hydrophone transducers, So the tests were up Doppler, which means it's coming at you, no Doppler, which means you're going parallel, or down Doppler, which means it's going away from you.
Wow.
And those recordings were a half a hertz apart. Needless to
I
say,
think I know what that means.
a hertz is 1 cycle per second.
Okay.
So, our power is 60 cycles per second. A440 is 440 cycles per second. So, can you imagine trying to distinguish the pitch between 440 cycles and 439 cycles?
Wow.
And that's what we had to do.
And that's how you got the job, right? Because you could?
Me and every other musician who became a sonarman. And I got to tell you, in sonar school, we had some jam sessions.
So, this guy, as you can tell, has a boatload of stories. And some of them are music oriented and some of them are not, But I wanted to know because I know you've played all over the place, not only in this state, but all over the country with famous people too.
Yeah.
What your favorite story is, who you played with, or it could be more than one story because obviously you probably have a couple.
Yeah, I can't even remember all the openers I got. Tom Simpson from the Kent stage has been very good to me about doing that. I've probably done 15, with Leon Russell and
That's
Buffy St. Marie and all these folks. But I think that the most memorable, the most eventful was actually I was working as an engineer at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with my good buddy John
wow.
Reynolds. And
How long did you do that?
forever. I had my studio in Klein's from 1975 on.
Wow.
And I recorded, the 12 Browns of Christmas up there, and I did a bunch of TV commercials. It was a working studio. I made more
Right.
money there than I did playing music.
Wow.
But
I did not know that.
yeah, so anyway, they were doing an exhibit for John Lennon.
Mm-hmm.
So we were recording Yoko Ono, Cyndi Lauper, Billy Preston, and a wannabe band who won a national contest to get the opener for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's $1,000 a ticket.
Holy smokes.
So
And what year was this?
This was
In the 60s or?
no, this was like 8 years ago, maybe 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
This is very recently. So we're setting up the stuff. The main gallery had the big boards because that's where the concert was going to be, and the stage was set up right by the escalators. And we had 90 tracks. They had 6 boards across, 90 tracks. All of our recording equipment was back in the T-shirt room. So we were isolated. We had a video feed. We could see what was going on.
Yeah.
But so I'm stringing the cables back and forth. And all of a sudden, I hear this. I can't even do it justice. I can't even do it horrible enough. This this terrible sound, and I thought, oh my God, I hooked something up wrong. Oh, I screwed up royal in front of
that dreaded
people.
noise.
So I'm running back and forth. My heart's going like this. The adrenaline is pushing my brain out my ears. And I stop. I'm halfway to my equipment, and I look up, and there's Yoko Ono with her finger in her ear to hear the pitch, caterwauling into the microphone. So then the adrenaline bursts forth, it explodes, and I went in this loud voice, because it was just, I went, Jesus effing Christ. And I look over, and there's 4 people standing next to me, 2 couples, formals in tuxedos. Oops, I was getting ready to profusely apologize. And I'm looking at this guy, and he goes, yeah, you see, that's what broke up the Beatles.
Wow, that is a great story.
That's my most memorable one. But my favorite one, my favorite one, was when I opened at the Kent stage for Leon Russell. And I show up, and I always bring a bunch of guitars with me because, you know, I'm not a beautiful woman, so I'm not going to get, you know, the audience response that way. And, you know, I'm not Michael Hedges, so I'm not going to get the response that way. But if I bring a few guitars, it gives a little variety, you know?
Sure.
So I'm unloading my stuff, and his piano player comes out.
And you have a few. How many guitars do you have, Guy?
Oh, I'm down to 18 now. I sold a few.
18 guitars. Okay.
But I generally bring at least 3, 4, sometimes 6 to a gig, depending on what the show is, and because they're different tunings, and some of them are slide. You know, it's not vanity. It's so that, you know, 3 hours of me
you have the sound you need.
Yeah. 3 hours of me is too much for anybody,
and
even me.
Well, how did you? I wanted to ask you. Let me just interject this here.
Okay.
How did you start playing slide guitar?
Andy Cohen gave me an old 1920s Oahu square neck, and it was the cheapest, most student model that you could get, with stenciled palm trees and a Hawaiian shore, and the stencil was even off register. And then he gave me a 1946 K in pieces, and I had those as wall hangs in my recording studio for years. And then one day, I don't know
just
why.
To look at?
Huh?
Just to look at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of pretty. I mean, the K was beautiful. It was a professional K. It wasn't like the cardboard ones you get. It was a real serious instrument.
Right,
it was an orchestra guitar, carved F-hole, spruce top, maple back and sides. It was a beautiful guitar.
Sounds like it.
So one day I thought, well, you know, I want to play slide. I really want to play slide. So I got the K down, and I got a bottle of super glue, and I glued it together. And the action was a little high. I thought, well, this is perfect, you know. So then I started playing, and for years I tried to get the feel on my left hand to hold the tone bar, and I couldn't get it. But when I glued that guitar together, I don't know what happened. Maybe I tapped into the Akashic records or what, but all of a sudden I could hold the tone bar, and I started playing. And then I started, you know, learning different riffs and stuff. Didn't look at YouTube. I was just like doing it myself. And then I started doing a couple of songs. And then at one of my gigs, I pulled it out and started playing Hawaiian style on my lap, and people liked it. And I thought, there it is, you know. And then I pursued it. And then
how cool!
And then I recorded my first CD, and it was mostly Bottleneck. And I recorded the second CD, and it was some Bottleneck with revisions of the tunes on those first ones.
Yeah. And so,
yes,
I'm going to have to interject here again.
Yes, because I talk. I get
because you know we don't want to wear out our audience.
Yes.
They only have so much time.
Go to Beckwith for some cider.
So you can see Guy because this is going to air in June. You can see Guy at some gigs where?
Well, next month on the 30th, I'm playing at the Jenks from 4 to 6, and I'm also playing that night at a new venue opening in Akron, and it's called Museville.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody was turning you on to that on Facebook.
Yeah, Ralph.
But you can always find out where Guy is playing if you go to his Facebook page, because he usually always posts his gigs there.
Yeah, my empire is built on Facebook.
And your do you have a YouTube channel or?
Well, yes, I do.
So that would be a better spot.
And there's,
probably.
but I don't announce my gigs on there. I just post the videos,
Right.
and then if people want to see me, I say go to Facebook or go to YouTube.
Yeah, but it'd be a good place to see what Guy sounds like, besides how he's going to sound with me when we get ready to play in a minute here.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a song that I was inspired to write when I lived in California, and I was in a period in my life where I wasn't doing real good, and it was kind of dark. And this woman came into my life, and she became like a mentor, sister, mother / friend, and pulled me out into the other side. And this song is called Elise. Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. You're the beacon on my stormy sea. You're the end of tunnel light for me. And as long as I can keep you, I know I'll be fine. You forever, always is. Oh, you ease my mind. When I'm frozen in a block of fear, and my mountain seems too high to climb, will you never fail to soothe me? Words I need to hear. You forever, always is. Oh, you ease my mind. Now I think that I can say I do believe there's this angel I know watching over me when I'm falling off my railroad tracks, and my home is just too dark to find. You're my GPS to guide me to the best way back. You forever, always is. You're such a dear old friend to me. You forever, always ease my. Oh, you ease my mind. And that's a wrap for episode 6 of my HomeSong podcast. Guy had some great stories, didn't he? And I loved playing on a song with him. Now, if you have a chance, and you can, I'd go catch him live sometime. You won't regret it. More guests are in the works for future episodes, so be sure to stay tuned. And you can leave a tip to support my music projects and sign up for notifications at defrangemusic.com. See you next month. Thanks for tuning in. And until then, wishing you all the best, my friends.